Expo Chicago. Make some noise for your man, my man, the man, Shameik. Brother, listen, I don't know if you know, but we roll out all the stops for you. We have concerts before you come out on stage. We don't do that for everybody.
I see.
We don't do that for everybody. But we do that for our heroes.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, folks, we know that the strike is on, and there's certain things that we cannot speak on. We're going to do that out of deference for those folks that are striking in protection of our favorite hero right here. So we're going to talk about some things. We're going to open up for y'all to ask some questions, but it has to stay away from specific struck material.
This that Chicago energy, huh?
You know what I'm saying? No. This ain't for a con energy, but we're going to turn it up. We're going to turn it up. You already know we're going to turn it up. So I need y'all to be respectful of the strike. Okay, can y'all do that for me?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Because otherwise I'm gonna throw a shoe at you. Okay? Those are listen, my aim is deadly. Pew! Shameik, bro. How
Talk
are you
to
doing
me.
today?
I'm good.
Nah, you more than good, brother. You looking good, you fly. Look at his fit, y'all. Come on. We gotta talk about that because you've been killing it in a fashion way as well. Like you're a phenomenal actor.
Thank you.
Great musician. Did y'all know that? Get on that. But your modeling as of late has been on point. I need to know, how did you get started in that side of the entertainment biz?
You know, I've been working on a lot behind the scenes, and to me, I'm just warming up. I feel like I'm very calm right now, but that's because of how I'm gonna show up in a second. Y'all stay tuned.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love it. Now, when it comes to being a model, and I'm gonna give you that credit, like you are a model now. Like,
We slimming down for 2 reasons: for the live action,
right. Prospects.
And you know,
Right.
to fit my clothes.
To get those clothes on. But no, like when it comes to fashion, what is your vibe? Because it's not like you go like, oh, that's just streetwear, or oh, that's just updos. Like you have a mix of things. What is it that you look for? Is it texture? Is it color? What is it that you rock with?
It's a mix of everything, man. I feel like I like silhouettes, you know. Like I feel like, you know, all the iconic people in my mind,
right.
As far as men go, I feel like they have aesthetics, a mood, not even an attitude.
Yeah.
There's an attitude about their whole style and aesthetic, and I feel like that's what I've been developing for a few years. And if I purchase a piece, you know, I like to look at the details, like you know, texture, as you mentioned, like I was talking about silhouettes, or the stitching in a shirt or a jacket, or you know, maybe this would be dope, but in like leather instead of like silk, or you know what I mean, like that kind of thing. So I purchase things with the intention of creating pieces.
I love that.
One of one.
Listen, that's beautiful. Make some noise for that, y'all. Here's the thing. As a creative, you're a storyteller, and there's a lot of things that you invoke with your presence, with your words and your actions. And I think that becomes such a understated part of the craft of how do I tell stories even when I'm not telling stories.
Right.
And I think you've been someone who has told some of the most tremendous stories as of late in different media. Mm-hmm. And it's one of those things where I got to know, like, what drew you to acting and storytelling in that capacity?
What drew me to acting, I started off as a dancer, and naturally, you know, that led to me being in music videos, and the casting directors from the music videos were getting hired by Cartoon Network, for example, in Atlanta to look for some kids.
Right.
Oh, I'm a casting director. I know a kid that did a really good job in a Soulja Boy video. You know what? Call my dad or whoever, however they know to contact me. Ding, 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 ding. Hey, yeah, I want the little boy that was dancing in the video. You know how to get to him? Perfect. Here's somebody calling my parents. Hey, yeah, they looking for you. go to the audition, I do my thing, I end up booking it.
That's brilliant.
That led to, you know, getting an agent,
Right.
which brought me opportunities for my first acting job in like Tyler Perry's House of Pain. I was able to say, no, I did a couple commercials on my own. Really? Listen to this confident 12-year-old boy.
Well, you should be. That's what I'm saying. Listen, at 12, you accomplished a lot more than some people have their whole lives. So let's keep that a million. But I love that though, where art begets more art, and I think there's something brilliant about using expression to be part of your identity. Now, when it comes to breakdance,
You gotta be a magnet.
I mean, it's the
Your
way.
energy has to be a magnet.
Listen
with,
to that.
with whatever it is that you're doing. I think everything is art. Art is like creation itself, and we're all made. Well,
Now, go ahead. Speak
and
your
I
truth, bro.
I can't speak over different walks of life and whatever, but there is in my mind, we are of something.
Okay,
You know, there's
okay.
a collective consciousness, and everything happens for a reason. And I feel like with intention, you can really see things manifest. So if it's you wanting to have your own building built from scratch in the middle of Chicago with your middle name on the top of the building, like Iron Man or something,
right,
you know,
right.
like Starks. That will probably happen in your 100 years if it is something that you truly, you know, attract to you.
Absolutely.
And it's that way across the board. You want to be Miles Morales. You want to be
Come on, make some noise for that.
whatever. You want to create the ultimate microphone that's used across the nation or the world. It's like all of it's possible because somebody did it and they were human. So
It's Sunday. Did y'all know y'all was coming to church? yeah. Y'all gonna get this message. Y'all gonna get this message. What I think is brilliant about this, even still, is that as you are on this journey of creativity, I think you are very open to trying new things. It's not that you have a set path yet. You
Right.
feel like you are just kind of eyes open. What is something that you haven't explored that you know is on your radar? Like, I'm gonna touch this. I've done dance, I've done movies, I've done shows.
Right.
I'm fashionable as all get out. But what's the next thing that you want to touch?
Well, I'm currently in the process of developing an app.
Okay.
Something that I'm touching. But you're asking, what am I not doing? I mean, that's yet to be proven. Music is yet to be proven.
But that's still at the core of you. So I don't want to say
It's
that's
at the core
not.
of
Yeah,
me.
it's not unproven. It's just not the only facet.
Yeah, to the masses, like, you know, actors, Shameik,
Right,
you
right.
know, and as you like dig under and like if you're actually into like culture and finding like if you're into who's setting trends that's not famous but like that the famous people are looking at
Right.
in order to know what's cool and stuff. That's like where you find the me's of the world and like you know
I love it.
my colleagues and whatnot, like the people, the coolest people in Chicago that don't get the credit. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Behind Lil Durk's music video or song or beat or etc. I feel like those are the ones that what was your? I'm sorry.
No, you vibe. You vibe. It doesn't matter what I ask. You vibe. You speak your truth. Because I think you're absolutely right. Those people that are the undercurrent of
Yeah.
culture, that keep it moving, that keep it fresh, may not be the most famous people behind it, but they are the innovators and the trendsetters.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the lane that you like to be in. Is
Yeah.
I like to play with stuff before people know it's great.
Well, I think that is my nature. That's the
Yeah.
cloth. But I was lucky enough to get jobs like Dope.
Of course,
and,
of course.
Get down, Sliderverse. Those opportunities open up the, you know. Wait a second, but no, you like.
Yeah, I was like, wait, what are you looking at? Like, yeah, because you did that really well too. He's like, wait a minute, I'm like, what is it? Come on, you can't do that to black people. You know we. You don't do like that. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good.
You know, I think you know, just believing in myself. I think the mentality is kind of what kind of separates. Because some people are okay with, or I can't speak about everybody else. I just know my journey is definitely, you know, being disruptive.
I love that.
I don't really want to look, feel, sound, or give off the same energy as someone else.
I
you know?
love that.
So,
And I think anybody that calls Chicago home knows that that's a vibe too, right? Like y'all know how to get in there, get in space, and make yourselves known. Even if you're not, you know, from the East Coast, the West Coast, Chicago stands out. Am I right?
Yeah!
I make sure y'all are still in the room. Make sure y'all are still in the room. So out of curiosity, when you're in your downtime, what do you get into? What's your chill state? What do you like to do? Do you read?
I do read.
Talk to me. What's the last thing that you read?
I'm not gonna lie, I haven't read a new book probably almost a year.
Ooh.
So it's been a little second.
You've been busy.
I've been busy. But the last book I read was Conversations with God, Part 3. I'm really into I like to download information. I like to have conversations that do something to my soul.
Come on now.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's difficult to have surface level conversations for me.
Right.
Because I just rather be by myself. I'm an introverted extrovert. Extroverted when it's turn it on, Shameik. You're
Right.
in front of people, it's time to work. Introverted in every other second of my life. So it's very internal.
Yes.
And I love to read things that feed the knowledge of self, what rings true. But also, it is true that you got to be careful what you read because you got to take what resonates with you.
Of course.
What rings to be true.
Right.
That's very important because again, that's just another human writing their experience in a book.
Very
You know
true.
what I mean?
It doesn't mean that their truth is more true than yours.
Right.
You have to sift through that. That's brilliant.
But
That's
something
brilliant.
you say in your book, I might not have been able to express
Right.
or completely understand.
That's right.
Even with myself, in
Right.
my mind, talking about it, this is how I feel, this is my perception of it, I might read your book
Right.
and be like, you're right. And those are the books that just keep me coming back. Those are the authors, that's the genre,
I love that. I love that. Again, you are constantly searching and forever in tune with yourself. Is that something that you got from your upbringing? Was that something that was instilled by family that before anything, you have to know you first before you can make the impact on the world that you have?
It's funny you say that. I mean, maybe indirectly, my dad used to say something to me when I first figured out I wanted to be an entertainer. He used to tell me he would never be discouraging. It's like my dad would be like, he would basically tell me I'm not ready,
Okay.
But he would never say you're not ready, Shameik. That's not something that would come out of his mouth.
Right.
But I know that my dad knew I needed to know more about myself before becoming famous, and I think he used to speak on because he would never talk about me directly. He would
Right.
talk about how scary it must have been for Michael Jackson or Justin Bieber or these Miley Cyruses and etc. Because it's these are kids. And to me, looking at Disney Channel, Hannah Montana, or seeing Justin Bieber when he first came out.
That's right, Mickey Mouse Club stuff.
When Justin Bieber first came out, just being honest, it's very hard for me to get into, and you have to be cool for me to you know what I'm saying? I heard him sing and whatnot, I was like, oh, my friends were working with him as his dancers and choreographers, I was like, oh, and then I saw how many girls were screaming for him, I was like, that's it! That's it, I'm inspired, motivated,
Yes.
and I followed, and I think, I think at the beginning of that journey, all of us were a victim of his presence.
Yeah.
Maybe not all of us.
No. We still, baby. It's in there. It's in there.
I think my point is my dad was saying while I was super inspired by early Chris Brown and like I said, Justin Bieber and etc. He would always be like, but I worry for them because what if they don't really know themselves?
Right. They get lost to the fame.
And because I'm talking about other people who I don't know and
Sure.
their business, so I'm skipping forward to me now. I'm kind of definitely thankful that I was able to entertain the idea of my creativity through music videos and early commercials and Incredible Crew and stuff.
Yeah.
Early on, before I got to Wu-Tang or Spider-Verse, where it's and I still have it, there will be, I'm telling you, in the next 10 years, we'll be looking at this moment like, oh, that was he was still
was
early.
still
That was when I
growing.
first found out about
Right, right.
Shameik, was when he did Spider-Verse. Oh, he was the voice, I didn't even know.
Right.
Anyway, just don't believe me, just watch.
Listen,
But,
hey, come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Speak that truth. Manifest. That's what I'm talking
I
about.
say all that to say, I feel like now I can move forward
Yes.
on my walk and my journey, and I can accept you for who you are without judgment, you know. And whether or not you accept me, I accept myself, and I still accept you without judgment.
Come on, y'all. Is that not the blueprint for a better tomorrow? Like, it literally is. I love that. I'm going to invite you guys to come ask some questions. We got 2 microphones here. As I said before, we have to stay away from... Man, you jumped up there so fast. I feel like you were sitting on the floor the whole time. We're going to start with you because you earned that one. You just like materialized over there. That was amazing. I love it. I love it. Hello, friend. How you doing today?
I'm doing good. Hi,
Excellent.
Shameik.
Hey, how you doing?
Can I ask 2 questions? Is that okay?
I mean, you got a line of people behind you.
I'll ask one.
As long as they're not struck company stuff, like you can help me out, okay?
I got you.
Okay.
Which soundtrack do you like more, Into the Spider-Verse or Across the Spider-Verse?
It's an interesting, I feel like I asked this question at my table. If you've been at my table, you probably...
Absolutely.
I feel like the first film had more iconic moments between Sunflower and What's Up Danger and some of the other moments in there. And I feel like the newer one has a modern, cohesive kind of like...
Hey!
Yes,
finest. Let's go.
It has that, and I'm from Atlanta, so it connected to like, you know, what's going on and what's cool. Something that Miles would probably be listening to if it just dropped. Whereas the first one was like, you know, wow, this is iconic.
It's great.
You know what I mean? It's a big song. This is like,
Right.
you know. So yeah.
Thank you so much. I love you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello.
Okay, let me make sure this is working.
Oh yeah, it's on.
Okay, good. Okay, the world needs to know. Damn it.
It's all right. It's all right. It's all right.
Okay.
Look, the world's
so embarrassing. Okay. Do you watch anime, and what are some of your favorite anime you've been watching lately?
You're absolutely right. The world does need to know that.
I love Demon Slayer.
Oh!
I was a little hurt about season 3, but I do love Demon Slayer. I love Attack on Titan. I do also feel like they take too long to get to these new episodes. And I want action from Aaron and the rest of them.
Yes. Yes.
The story building is cool, but we waiting too long, okay? Y'all need to give up, y'all need to feed the soul. Naruto's a classic, obviously. Caught up on Boruto. I'm still missing Jujutsu Kaisen. I just miss my lead character. Where is he at? He disappeared. The whole, you know, I don't mean to give criticism to all of my favorite animes. I'm just saying, as a fan of those animes, I'm like, why is everybody playing with me?
That's what it is.
Like, I done took time to wait 3 years for this.
You ain't gonna be in it? Like, you ain't gonna come on, man. What we doing?
And I feel I'm missing some, but just to give you a few.
Nice. Nice. Thank you.
Mob Psycho 100 was really cool too.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Hello.
How you doing, Shameik?
Peace.
All right. Just so you know, there's a lot of people that want to be the live action Miles Morales.
Yep.
So I have a question for you. What are you gonna do to make sure that you secure that bag?
Wow.
Well, Chicago Comic Con. How you guys doing? Did you like Across the Spider-Verse? Woo! Hard to compete with that, but.
You know what? That's a really good point. When it comes to the will of the people and what they want to see, that is a very powerful thing. And I think that when you establish your voice in such a way, it's really hard for us to not see you.
That is why I'm at all these Comic-Cons.
That's it.
To be clear.
Listen, he's campaigning, y'all.
Yeah.
He's better than the mayor, better than president.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Traveling miles to be miles. That's what I'm talking about. I love it.
Let you know you cool as hell, and I'll watch you when you get down. Peace.
Thank you.
Peace.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello.
You say that you had an earlier career as a dancer and now you're modeling. What's your fitness schedule to keep to like a professional level?
Let's go.
Particularly like on the knees.
What?
I got old man knees, I'm trying to avoid them.
What's your fitness skill?
Yeah, my fitness schedule. I'm like, so I have recently started back up in the gym about 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I've gotten back on my boxing. I'm in the gym 5 times a week. I'm running 2 miles a day right now. I was running and I kind of hurt my ankle and my right knee, so I got braces for my ankle and my knee, so I'm good now. I'm trying to get back up to 5 miles a day, which is what I was on when I did the Get Down and when I did Dope, for the chiseled young look.
Get it.
Yeah, I'm just warming up now. I think I'll probably start lifting weights in like, 14 days, give it another 2 weeks. And fitness schedule, I mean, it's just waking up and being committed, I'm not completely vegan. I'm like 85, 90% vegan. I'm plant-based, but I will eat some sashimi if I go out and if I can find some, good Japanese food. Yeah, I'm slimming up and I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
I love that. Are you just going solo dolo or are you working with a team?
I have a boxing coach.
Big shout out to them, for sure.
Big shout out to him. He survived a tumor in his brain.
Yeah.
Yeah, blessed.
Yes. You gotta be there.
Yeah.
That's real.
Also, I think about, that question about miles. I think about it all the time, and I'm like, there's a couple of things on my radar right now where it's like, unless I'm 35 or 40 or something, there's no way I'm gonna give it up without a fight.
Come on,
Hello. So I just wanted to say, I work in a movie theater, and we all jam out to the credits while we're waiting for people to exit, and sometimes we get to clean do it if everyone already exited. I just want to say, great music. Also, who is your favorite, like you personally, not Miles Morales? Who is your favorite spider character that Miles Morales has encountered with?
Spider-Punk. He had Miles' back from like jump.
Wait, we can't talk about that. Don't do that. In the comics, he did.
Yeah.
In the comics, he definitely was a friend in the comics.
Yeah.
Yes. Read some books. I got you. Thank you for that question. Hello.
My favorite Spider-Man game is Spider-Man 2 from PlayStation 2.
Okay.
I gotta know, you got a favorite Spider-Man game?
Favorite Spidey game?
Shout out my boy Najee, man. I love playing that. Yeah, I can't wait. The new one didn't come out yet, did it?
No, not yet.
Oh, yeah.
The trailer looks good though.
Yeah, it looks really good. I'm just gonna give it to him because I love him. That's my boy. And
Have you played
I also
it
love the
before
game.
when you were little?
Oh yeah, the game. How I even know about Spider-Man was from the Game Boy video game. The one,
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
the silver or gray one. And like, I used to cheat on the video game because I would just swing over all of the missions. So,
Is that cheating or is that smart? I don't know. That's what I'm saying.
Thank you, that's awesome.
Thank you. Hello.
Hey, what's going on, Shameik? How are you?
hey, how's it going?
Going well. I'm just wondering, with kind of talking about like your history with the Spider-Man in general, what does it just mean to be interacting with this character in this manner for you now and in this way?
It's a
While filming the movie Dope, I had a journal that was given to me by my castmate, Kiersey Clemens. And while we were filming, I was running 5 miles a day. We used to try to drag her with us, but you know. We would wake up at 6 a.m., we were meditating. Pharrell told us to read the book, The Alchemist, The Four Agreements. So that was the start of the book journey.
Right.
The master key system, etc. So we're really practicing the laws of attraction. And at that point, while filming the movie Dope, I wrote in my journal on the front page, I am Miles Morales, on the back, I am Spider-Man. And when the movie premiered at Sundance, before it came out to the world, we went to Sundance, we showed Dope, there was a standing ovation. I then gained confidence as an actor because before then, I got kicked out of acting class and etc. No, you don't gotta awe me. Look at us now. And the answer to your question is Chris, Phil, Bob, and etc. The Spider team for Into the Spider-Verse was at Sundance at the premiere of Dope. I was filming this, I wrote it in my journal. And they asked me to record on my phone a couple of lines, and they used it as a temp voice for their early animation. They auditioned, Hollywood, and they came right back to the first. Here we are, so that's manifestation for me. It means everything to me to be a part of the Miles Morales legacy. Everything.
If you former cross-country runner, I totally get you with running 5 miles a day. It's tough.
Well, I'm sorry, I didn't even.
As a former cross-country runner, I totally get running 5 miles a day. It's tough.
Oh yeah. Well, when I was 21, it was simple. I feel like I could run until I got tired, but it's now I got aches and stuff. And I'm not like I gotta start doing yoga. I've been doing yoga, acupuncture.
Yes.
So I've taken care of my body better in order to do that. But I'm working my way back.
Gotcha.
So thank you.
Hello. A little over 10 years ago, you did a TV show, a skit show. You mentioned the name earlier, but I'm not sure I'm allowed to say it again.
Yeah, Incredible Crew.
Yeah. I was wondering if you had any fun. Well, first of all, I really loved that show as a kid. I thought it was hilarious.
Absolutely.
I was wondering if you had any fond memories you'd like to share about the production of that show.
The whole thing was just like, it was fun, man. It was, made a little bit of money. I met Nick Cannon, I think at that time. That was really cool. Not that it's not cool to meet him now, I'm saying that. Let's be clear, but just to remind everybody, at least with Culture one time, you know what I'm saying, Drumline?
Hey.
What's the one when he had he had to get his swag and the lead girl was
Love don't cost a thing.
Love don't cost a thing. Hey,
Right.
listen,
Which
that
is
Nick
maybe
Cannon-
a movie.
Yeah, plus all of that and whatnot. Like I feel like I'll always appreciate him for giving me that first dose of a TV show, and it was just a good moment for me. So I think the most fond memories at that point was just kind of seeing him and really just being like, yeah, I'm your man. Yeah, I was like that. I was like, I'm gonna bring that energy. I was very. When I was younger, it was okay to be that confident openly, because it was like, this little kid. Let me see what he really can do real quick. It opened up the doors because it's just like you're curious, and then the older you get, you gotta figure out a way to communicate, be relatable. You gotta keep the confidence, but
be humble.
But be humble.
Thank you.
Thank you. Time check. We got like 5 minutes left.
Forget the time. Let's keep going.
You folks. Okay. What's up? How you doing?
I just wanted to say thank you for playing Miles. It's really important for mixed people to have someone to look to. And watching the Spider-Verse when they're like,
Wait, form that question just a little differently so that we're not talking about.
Right.
Yeah, there we go.
But like when people talk to Miles and they're like, well, you're an anomaly, you don't belong anywhere. You know, growing up mixed, I heard a lot of grown-ups say the same thing to me. And I think Miles is really important for mixed kids growing up to have someone to look up to. So thank you.
I didn't write the character, but I'm also very thankful to be involved with his legacy. Absolutely, you know.
That was it? That's all you wanted to say? Thank you. Let's do it like that whole time. Let's go.
Hi, Shameik. We met yesterday.
What's up?
When I'm 80 years old.
You said you're 80 years old.
No, when I turn 80.
Oh.
Oh, gotcha.
Well, my question is this: what was it like pretending to work with the cast in the first film? And did you actually do the shoulder touch with Haley Steinfeld, where you go like, hey?
So the first film was really fun. I worked a lot with Jake Johnson, Brian Tyree Henry, Mahershala. I think it was mostly us four, and I met Haley when we did Comic-Con in San Diego. We met on stage for the first time. So yeah, and after that, you know, I think me and Jake got really close on the press run. I learned how to do interviews better with him, because I'm so like flow of consciousness, you know, like I just speak, and I think it's important to kind of frame what you're saying. Anyway, I learned that from him, and your question about Haley, no, I wasn't. We didn't do the Haley scene together. Yeah, we did a couple of scenes together though, but that wasn't one of them for Across.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hello.
Hey, I was wondering, are there any roles or characters or properties that you would love to have a chance to do, or directors you'd like to work with in the future? Like, do you have a wish list of what you'd like to do?
Do I have a wish list?
Is there a particular character or role you want to have a shot at your take on? Or
okay, so I'll break it down for you like this. 100% feel like if it's right now, in the next 7 years, they're making a live action Miles Morales. Say it. I feel like it'll be really tough to. I think it'll be really tough. I think the performance just needs to be iconic, and I think my resume. I don't need to say anything else. Just, if you haven't seen it, Miles Morales is for the culture, it's for humanity. So you can look at Dope, The Get Down, or Wu-Tang, and I don't really have to say anything else. Now, Static Shock. If Marvel is asleep, I don't think Mr. Gunn is going to be sleeping. I've already gotten that email. So, you know, boom, and and outside of that. I want to play in every genre. I need a thriller, I need an action film, I want to do something detective, black and white style, you know. I just finished a comedy with Susan Sarandon, so we'll drop that soon. And I just want to play on all forms now. I want to do it all again, from dope all the way up to the horror film that I haven't done yet as a director. Directors I want to work with, I mean, you don't really need a name for me, you need a vision, you know? You need a vision, and I need to feel like you really got it, and we on the same page about it. But most importantly, where I feel like diversity is going is in IP, and ownership of the IP, and the kind of projects that are getting made. The reason there's so many remakes, you know, right now is because the studios want to make money. And original IP is scary, you know? How do we know that it's gonna do as well as a Top Gun would do? We know Top Gun did well, Tom Cruise is still, let's just make another one, you know? And it's like that with everything. We'll probably get another everything before we're gone. And I feel like, you know, it's a great stepping stone for a Miles Morales to exist. It's a great stepping stone for Black Panther. It's a great stepping stone for, can I switch up? It's a great stepping stone for a Blue Beetle. It's a great stepping stone for, etc. you know, it's a great stepping stone, but hey, we're at Comic-Con, all these artists, you know, listen, original IP is where diversity or the attention or the conversation about our diversity needs to go, you know? That's what makes the difference. So, new characters, new movies, new visions, new comics.
All of that.
Original, new, 2023, 2024 and forward, not 1980, remaking for 2023. We've seen it already, we grew up on it. It would be cool if we didn't get flooded. We didn't get flooded these last 10 years on remakes, it would be cool. But to me, you know what I'm saying? Let's just move forward.
Good, thank you very much.
We technically are at time.
Right.
We can try to get like 3, 4 more.
How's that line looking?
I mean, that line looked deep, bro. I tell you what, we're gonna try to do 3 or 4 more. I'm gonna do something that we normally don't do. I'm gonna ask, can we do a stage selfie? And those people that are in line still get first dibs right here at the front. Can we do that? Hello.
Hi, if you had a choice, would you rather play a live action Miles Morales or keep doing the animated one? And if you wanted to do the live action one, would you want to do like a tag team with other Spider-Mans or just a solo film?
I don't think that the look, I saw Across the Spider-Verse, you did too. No spoil. Everybody saw it, right? No spoilers. Okay, cool. I saw Andrew Garfield. I saw a couple other spiders in there, and I don't see why. I don't think I have to choose. I think.
There we go.
I think I want to. Every time you see animated Miles in the Spider-Verse series, I would love the opportunity to be him. And you know, even if I just get one live action, I'm telling you, I know, I will leave my soul in that character, and like, it'll just be tough to follow. So it's that's all I really got. One with Tom Holland and Andrew Garfield for sure, and Tom Hardy.
Let's go. Hello.
Hey.
It's been said more so often this afternoon, but thank you so much for your body of work. I'm so appreciative of you. And I had to express my gratitude first.
Thank you.
Miles has a lot of unique superpowers.
Passionate entertainer who dabbles in like dance and voiceover and on camera and all of that. Do you find that the current landscape of entertainment rewards entertainers who have the multi-passionate or punishes those who don't focus in on one thing that they specialize in?
I think everybody has their own journey. Everybody has their own hurdles. I think as a multifaceted creative being, I am working on showing myself in these different mediums. And I can't really I think it's up to the people and the connection to the people. I think if, that's such a difficult question. I can only speak from my point of view, and I think it's possible. I don't know if the industry is gonna reward you, but or me for that matter, but I think the people will. If I grow with them and there's a reason to connect to me and my story, like what separates me as an actor from, you know, any great actor before me, Denzel or Will Smith, or, you know, it's not much unless I do something else, you know. Oh, he's a great actor, he killed it in. You can list 10 of those movies, different movies with these other guys. It's just like these movies, the rotating, it's repetitive. I don't aim to be like those guys. I'm working on being me. And as I do that, I feel time will show. You know what does reward it? Your nature. What rewards your nature and your multifaceted like mind is the universe.
There you go.
What you put out there, that magnet, it is so real. I'm telling you, it's so real. It's so real. Attract what you want.
You will be our last question, and this is how we're going to do this. After your question gets answered, we're going to have everybody.
I don't know if this would go against the strike. If so, just let me know.
I'll
My
let you
son
know.
couldn't be here, but he wanted to ask you, what is your favorite thing, I guess, line that you would have said as?
Yes, we can do
Okay,
that.
kind of figured. Okay, I guess next question would be, out of all, as somebody did say that Miles has a bunch of different, in the comic book, a bunch of different powers. If you have to pick out of those, which would you pick as your favorite?
Oh, that's
Today, it'd probably be invisibility. It's the introvert.
It happens. It happens.
Yeah.
It happens.
Not that's not for you guys. I mean, it's just more like, I love interacting with Spider-Man fans, the Spider-Man fan base, coming to Comic-Con and campaigning. But I feel like I'm in hibernation mode mentally, just creatively. I'm working on a bunch of different things, and sometimes it can feel like you spread yourself thin. I feel like I'm very hungry. Spider-Verse came out, but like the biggest movie of my life, you don't even see my face. In my mind, like I'm very, very hungry. And so sometimes invisibility is like, where is he? And when I pop up, I want it to be a bang, So that's just
No, I love
my
it.
transparency. Alright, thank you guys.
Listen, I'm going to say that it's so good that you didn't say the venom sting, the electricity of it, because you're already electric. And this is one of the reasons why we love you so very much. And we thank you for joining us today.
Thank you.
Thank you so very much for having us. We're going to have you guys come on down very calmly, carefully. You guys get my...